sell something that's not perishable para kapag ka maiwan lang dyan sa'yo for maybe a few months na it's not moving, hindi siya masuspoil. The time that I was selling sa mga bazaars, hindi mo pa makikita lahat online di ba? So, ngayon, a lot of different factors come into play. Kasi, whatever yata na gusto mong ibenta, baka pag nagpunta ka sa Shopee or sa Lazada, nandun na, di ba? Mabibili mo na. You find that unique piece na pwede mong ibenta because not everybody has it.
Maganda yung sinabi mo you should have an eye for selling, which you have the gift for it, or probably you acquired through the years of rejection, what worked, what didn't work. Pero siguro, for people who are planning to, kumbaga na-inspire sa kwento mo, sige, magbabuy and sell ako. Ano yung practical steps to see, ano yung mga winning products, so to speak? Or ano ba yung mga products na mabilis gumalaw or at least mas mabibenta? So any tip on that? Kasi syempre, ang dami mong pwedeng bilhin ngayon pero hindi lahat mabibenta mo na may markup So any tips on that?
Siguro ang isang gusto kong i-share is to sell something that's not perishable para kapag ka maiwan lang dyan sa'yo for maybe a few months na it's not moving, hindi siya masuspoil. Mahirap talaga when it comes to food kasi nandyan yung expiration date, pwede kang mabulokhan ng mga items and then your money parang wala na, 'di ba? Nawala na lang siya. But for example, if you sell mga bags, sometimes nga yung bags pa instead na mag-depreciate ang value, they appreciate in value. Alam mo, grabe nagulat ako. Like for example, yung Chanel na isang bag na parang binenta mo this year and then the next year, kung magkano mo siya nabenta sa client mo, yung client mo na nakabili, she can even make money out of that. Kasi baka mas mahal pa niyang mabibenta. So, hanap ka ng mga ganong klase ng mga things that might appreciate in price. Another thing is watch. Alam mo, may mga brands talaga ng relo na nabili mo ng ganitong amount, for example, 200,000 and then years later, you could sell it for 250, maybe 300,000. Magugulat ka talaga. So you find those kinds of things that appreciate in value over time. One nga is yung watch and then yung certain brands of luxury bags. And then find something that's not perishable. Kaya yung sa helmet business, ginagawa ko rin yan kasi it has a long shelf life. Although sinasabi nila parang helmets, they usually last for 10 years. Pero like if you keep it, like kunyari na busy ka lang sa buhay mo, di ba? So hindi mo siya mabenta for a few months because naging busy ka with family or with work. And then dyan lang, hindi naman siya mabubulok, di ba? So you find those things that would sell na hindi agad mabubulok and find that something that would appreciate in value over time. Yan.
Right. Yun yung mga tips, yung hindi nabubulok kahit walang pumapansin. At least, mabibenta mo rin.
Dapat you have multiple platforms. Kunyari nagbebenta ka, iba na, kasi di ba before parang more of alok tayo, alok system. Alok mo sa office mates, alok mo sa friends. Yeah. Dapat nandiyan pa rin yung avenue na yan na pwede kang mag-sell doon. Kasi dapat maalala mo, ay nga pala si Rafa, gusto niya pala ng ganito na mention niya. So pwede mong i-alok. Pwedeng nakabili na siya, pwedeng hindi pa, di ba? And then, yung mga tao ngayon, di ba, they sell sa Facebook Marketplace. You also have now yung carousel, or you can also make your own social media account for you to sell. Wag lang isa, kasi you limit your market doon. One customer might be in carousel, but they may not be sa Facebook Marketplace, or pwedeng sa Facebook sila tumitingin, pero hindi sila tumitingin sa carousel. So, dapat meron ka multiple avenues para mas maraming tao yung makakakita ng products mo. Yan.
Yeah. Especially ngayon, nasa app ang dami. So, kailangan visible ka doon. Visible. At syempre, maganda dapat rin yung pictures, hindi yung basta kinuha mo. Maganda yung lighting and may
alam mo, totoo yan. It's good that you mentioned that. Kasi alam mo, minsan, what would make an item sell? Pero syempre, dapat, it's true true representation of the item. Diba? Kasi iba
Hindi yung
dinaan na lang sa
expectation is
filter.
reality.
Oo. Iba dinaan sa filters. Pag nakita mo, parang di naman siya ganito. Dapat syempre truthful ka dun sa binibenta mo. Pero aside from that, dapat maganda rin. Kasi minsan naman, ang pangit ng pagkaka-picture, pero sabi mo, sige, bibiling ko na lang kasi I can't find anything else na parehas eh. When it comes to you, sabi mo, ganda naman pala. Yung pala, hindi lang pala maganda yung pagkaka-picture niya, pero okay pa pala yung item. So it's good that you mentioned that. Dapat you take quality photos also, whatever it is that you're selling. Yan, if you're selling food, napakasarap, Neil, ng lasagna na binebenta mo. Sabi ng lahat ng nakatikim, napakasarap, di ba? Pero pag pinost mo, hindi naman ganun ka-appealing, di ba? So, parang sinong bibili? It's one thing na yung word of mouth marketing na masarap talaga yung food. It's another thing that they buy what they see. If what they see is pleasing, di ba? So, tama. Maganda rin na na-mention mo yan. Whether it's food, whether it's bag, or cars, kung ano yung binibenta mo, dapat you take quality photos also. That's syempre representative of what you're selling.
Yeah. Pero kasi kung may nabili tayong product na, ang galing sa picture. On the flip side kasi, pwedeng, ang galing pala sa picture, pero in reality, hindi. Di ba? Parang nabudol ka. Kaya maganda dapat, you post what has a true representation. Kasi credibility and trust yun eh. Maaring makabenta ka ng one time, pero hindi ka makakaulit. At hindi ka makakakuha ng referral. So, mas importante yun. Siguro, isang question na lang, pero baka trade secret to. Pero hindi mo naman kailangan i-reveal lahat. Sa Divisoria pa rin ba okay bumili? Or may certain, pupuntahan? Kasi, for example, the people who are watching, saan ba pwedeng kumuha ng supply na mura? Pwede ba sa Shopee, Lazada, or kailangan ba mag-ikot ako sa Divisoria? Or like any practical tip para sa mga hindi pa kaya bumili ng mga luxury bag pero kumbaga yung capital nila pang siguro mga items na pwedeng ma-buy and sell sa from
alam mo kasi Neil, times have changed, 'di ba? I mean, from the time that I was selling sa mga bazaars, hindi mo pa makikita lahat online eh, 'di ba? So, ngayon, a lot of different factors come into play. Kasi, whatever yata na gusto mong ibenta, baka pag nagpunta ka sa Shopee or sa Lazada, nandun na, di ba? Mabibili mo na. So, you need to be creative. You need to be inventive. And you need also to do your research kapag ka magbebenta ka. Of course, yung Divisoria is still a good place for you to buy things that you could resell because things, they're really, really very affordable. Mura pa rin talaga doon. And if you buy that same thing, dalhin mo yan sa mall, iba pa rin talaga yung presyo niyan. But what makes the ball game different now is dapat alam mo kung ano yung what would sell sa market na you find that unique piece na pwede mong ibenta because not everybody has it. Kunyari, magbebenta ka ngayon ng cellphone covers, for example. Ang dami na yan eh, di ba? Either ang take-off mo dyan is you come up with the most competitive pricing para ikaw yung mapansin or be inventive. One idea that I can share siguro is there's this street, I'm not sure if it's Villalobos Street. Ang isang pwede mong magawa ngayon sa Divisoria is do yung mga bespoke pieces. I think that sells nowadays. Pero kailangan yun, meron ka namang magiging creative part pa. No? Like for example, gusto mong magbenta siguro ng mga scrapbooks. This is just parang offhand ideas lang. Benta ka ng scrapbooks that are personalized to the liking or to the preference or taste of your customer na mag-offer ka na, I can customize scrapbooks for you to save memories of you and your family. But I can do this kind of design na pwedeng beach vibe, pwedeng rustic style. Then you can source your materials there because it's cheap, it's affordable, but then you offer greater value because bespoke items are not something that they can just find anywhere. You still source your materials, your raw materials from Divisoria because it's affordable, but then you create unique pieces na hindi nila basta-basta makikita sa market. So that's one idea na pwede nilang i-explore.
Yeah. I agree kasi pagka kinostomize or bespoke, ano siya one of one, ikaw lang yung meron nun. It's making the value high or perception ng customer high kasi nga may initials mo or whatever customization na gusto. Because syempre, as much as possible, we should compete on value and hindi price. Kasi kung price pamurahan, lugi tayo
Oo.
minsan sa mas
Oo,
kaya
totoo.
magbultuhan.
Mhm.
Kaya maganda yung sinabi mo.